What's going on, people? Vape Man here. Thank you for tuning in for this review of the Mod Mechanics 2700 Squonk box. I'm very excited to bring this review to you guys. I've waited quite a few days. I've had it, it'll be a week. It's either a week today or a week tomorrow. Not sure. And I usually try to have things for a little bit before I do a review on it so I know whether or not what I'm saying is accurate. I don't want to say it's a great item and then after a few days it quits on me and then all of a sudden my review is faulty. Anyway, that being said, I am without a doubt 100% positive when I say this is an awesome box. It is very well made, it is durable, it is nice, and it's just very well put together. It's not flimsy at all. You can squeeze it in your hand, it's not going to break. He does a very good job at putting this thing together and making it something you're going to be happy with. That being said, let's get right at it. That's the door side. This happens to be box number 001. Yay! It is the 510 bottom feed connection. The blank side. The bottom side. With the recess in it so you can get the battery door off easier. The 510, that's up there. Duh. The fire button, which it's awesome on this mod that he has made it locking. Up is the lock position. No matter how hard you press it, it ain't going nowhere. And then down is the fire position, which makes you vape. So let's go ahead and dive inside of it. Well, before I open it up, to give you an idea of the size of it, you can pretty much tell, but that's your 510, or that's your, I'm having a terrible night with words. That's your 2700 battery. So that gives you an idea about how tall it is, about how wide it is. And you can judge off the 510, the width. So yeah. It's a good size, it's nice and small, it fits right in your hand, and it's very compact, and I don't normally like compact mods. I like something that's bigger, but this thing's just, it feels so right in your hand, and that fire button is really nice too. So let's open this up and take a look inside. The magnet for the battery door is really strong. He used a pretty good sized magnet on the door and the inside of the mod, which does make it a little, I don't want to use the word difficult, but a little bit harder to come off than some other mods, which I'm actually really happy about that, because you know the door is not just going to flop off. So I'm okay with a strong magnet, so I know it's not going to go anywhere. The magnet is only on the bottom side. On the top side, I'm going to try to get you guys to be able to see it. Right over here is a little lip right here. I'm not sure how well that's showing up, but it's there. And that locks into a channel right up here. So when you put your battery door on, you kind of just bring it like that, put that in that little lip, and then if you're not careful, the magnet will kind of pull it out of your hand, so that's a good thing. Make sure it's nice and intact. You can look in there and see the silver connection for the positive. Runs here and down, making this your positive side. And then the silver connection up top for your negative, which means the negative is up here. So when you put your battery in, the negative goes up towards the 510, and the positive goes down towards the bottom. So let's go ahead and get that battery installed. Positive side down. Before I get it in there, you'll notice that there's a gap here where the negative goes. It's because he's installed a spring in there, which has made it spring loaded, which makes that battery stay in there very nicely. I think it would have been just fine if he didn't do that. But doing that makes it so that the battery, if you can, I'll show you later, you can actually install the battery, and you can actually install the squonk bottle and shake it upside down, and neither one are going to go anywhere. It's very, very, very well made. He has also, which I voted against it on mine, but if you look in here, it's really hard to see, but there's his logo right here. But what's really hard to see is right here. That's showing up right now, right here. There's a little recess right there for him to install a ribbon. What that ribbon's for is to get your battery out. I voted against it in mine, just because I don't really care for them. I don't think it's a necessity. I think sometimes they get in the way. And I think it's easy enough just to turn it upside down and kind of tap it a little bit and get your battery out. That's what I prefer to do, so that's what I asked him to do for mine. But once again, negative side up towards the top of the mod. Try that again. Slipped up. Like I said, because it is spring loaded, sometimes it takes a second to get it in there, but once you do, you know it's not going anywhere. And then he's utilized the 8.5 milliliter DO1 squonk bottle, which is rectangular in shape and fits in that little spot absolutely perfectly. So you just take, I'm sure you guys know how to put a squonk bottle in. If not, you just put the nozzle under the bottom of the 510, like so, and it'll be like that, and then you just kind of shove it in there. So you'll be like that. As you can see, when you press the fire button, it makes a connection. One thing that Jason does when he makes these is this piece right here, when he gets it from the manufacturer, it is brass. And he takes it and he silver plates it to make the conductivity even better for you. So that's something that I think is really impressive, that he goes above and beyond to make your vaping experience that much better. Let's go ahead and put the door on. Like I said, just kind of slide that top piece in there, and then the magnets do the rest of the work for you. I'm using the Goon 1.5. It's the Jolly Fogger edition. Screw that on there real quick. Take that cap off to show you my dirty coils, because I've been using it for a week. Haven't had to re-wick it either, which is simply amazing in my book. She does work. She will definitely put out the vapor. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a professional reviewer. I just do it from time to time when I come across something that is, in my opinion, a little special. And this box, to me, is a little special. I first approached Jason. He had mentioned possibly making squonk boxes. And I said, hey, could you possibly make me one that says Vape Man on it? Because everybody calls me Vape Man. And I like having mods that say Vape Man on it. So I have one other one. And I've been thinking about squonk boxes for a little bit, about getting into the game. So I decided, hey, if I'm going to do it, let's do it that way. And he accepted the challenge. And about a week after that, I posted a picture in Rock Hill Vaping Society. Of some of the first mods that I had, I'd put decals on them that you can buy that said Vape Man. It looked like a cassette player from back in the day. And Jason saw that picture and He said, I have an idea. I can picture the light bulb going off above his head. And when I say very quick, I think it was within the hour, he had a mock up of that made up. And I saw that thing and I just fell in love. I was like, dude, if there is any way you can make my mod look anything similar to that, I'll be amazed. And I'll be damned if you didn't do it. I am beyond happy with the design of this. Jason is very easy to work with, very easy to talk to, and he keeps you informed every step of the way, if need be. So I give this device, without a doubt, 10 out of 10, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. It is definitely worth every penny that you invest into it, which happens to be one of them. Oh, look, it's upside down. Or 2 of these. Or 5 of them, however you want to look at it. $100. And you have a squonk box that is durable. That's probably going to stand the test of time. I'm saying probably because I've only had it 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. 7 days, 6.5 days, something like that. But in that time, I have dropped it, unfortunately. And there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm very pleased about that. I almost cried when I dropped it, but thankfully I dropped it on carpet. So if you have any questions about this mod, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm usually pretty quick to answer questions. I'm just extremely pleased with this device. Very well made, and I can't talk enough about it, to tell you the truth. I don't think there's anything he could have done to make it any better. So yeah, if you're interested in a Mod Mechanics Squonk mod, look them up on Facebook, Mod Mechanics. I'll leave the description, or if you know me, you know that happens from time to time. I just totally brain farted out. I will leave a link in the description below to his Facebook page. To make it that much easier for you to get a hold of him if you want one of your own. $100 out the door. Yours. All you need to do is buy a battery and have a bottom fed RDA. And you are good to go. Anyway, I am Vape Man. This is the Mod Mechanics 2700 Squonk mod. And as always, vape on, vape safe, vape smart, Vape Man out. See y'all, bye.